Yo, so today I'm gonna be breaking down this tropical hyperpop melody for someone like Lil Uzi or Lil Tecca. So just before we start, I know that the from scratch videos are a lot more entertaining to watch, at least for me. So there should be on Wednesday and Friday two from scratch videos, so yeah. Alright, so the first two sounds I added, I don't have the MIDIs for. But basically I just did seventh chords and then reversed them, and it's a synth sound. So that sounds like this. The second sound just copied that same pattern, but it was more of like a ambient pad, so that ended up sounding like this. And I just have that filling in the blank spaces of the first reverse, so there's a blank space here and here. So those two sounds sound like this together. So it's pretty cool, but I actually really didn't like that at all when I first made the melody, but it works good as an intro and kind of like a weird background sound. The next thing I added is that same marimba from Expand, and I just have it playing this pattern. So this is the chord I was talking about, but I originally played it in a D sharp minor, but then I transposed it to G sharp minor and then again to B. So it ended up in B minor, which is kind of confusing and a really roundabout way to do things, but yeah. And I just filled it in with extra notes and did these kind of rolls going down and then up. And it's a really fast and repetitive pattern, but it just sounds pretty cool. So really this and the other pluck I added really is what gives the melody a kind of tropical feel. And that other pluck is the aspect pluck from the Adapt Serum Bank. And it just copies that same pattern and sounds like this. Yeah, and then those two blend together really nicely and end up sounding like this. They just fit really well together for some reason. So the next thing I added was this lead from Serum, and it's the pasta lead from an EXO Benny kit. And it sounds like this, and it pretty much just copies the top line of those mallets and does some extra stutters. But really, these three sounds are the base of the melody, and everything else pretty much just helps it all come together and sound cooler, I guess. I really don't know how to explain it. So I'll play the mallets with that lead. And then I just added a sub bass, the Musk one, of course, that just copies the bass notes, and it sounds like this. Alright, so now we can get into the vocal chops. So I'm not quite sure how to make my own vocal chops for Hyperpop yet, but I went on YouTube and I just searched up EDM vocal chops free, and I downloaded this pack. So I found one that was in B minor and around the same BPM, and then I just went through and chopped it up. And while I was chopping it up, I made things unique by clicking here and then clicking make unique and then pitched it up an octave. And then I added all of this like cross fading and blending so it doesn't get too choppy, but it still like feels like super energetic. And then for the second half, I added these two and I reversed them just to add something a little different for the second half. Here's what the vocals sound like without effects. So it sounds pretty cool. And then I went ahead and recorded that out, and I added an EQ to cut a little bit of the highs because it was getting kind of harsh. A reverb. This plugin is so good. It's called Finisher Micro, and it just has these different effects in it, and it's free, so you can go grab it. But I used this infinity preset and turned it most of the way down, but it's kind of got like a crystally or like star kind of effect to it. Like it makes you, I don't know, it's just crazy. But I added that, and then I added Fruity Chorus on the default presets, and then a love filter, which I have on an automation clip. And then after all that, it ended up sounding like this. And there at the end, you can hear the reverb combined with that Finisher Micro plugin. So for the rest of the mixing on that reverse synth, I cut the lows, I dipped out of the mids, put a love filter on it, a reverb, imager, and then Pancake. And something I just learned about Pancake, which is really sad, is you can go right here and change the amount of time it takes up to do like the panning. So I put it on 4 bars. So it's a little bit slower and more ambient, not as prominent in the melody. Then for the more like pad synth that I reversed, I cut the lows, put the default ambience preset on it, which is a free plugin, you should go grab it. Put Magic Switch on it, which is a chorus and a flanger pretty much combined. Also a free plugin, you should go grab it. And then Imager, and I just boosted all the way up. And you know what? This happens to be a free plugin, so you should go get it. And I already showed what I did on the vocals. On the lead, I just boosted the highs, didn't do anything on the mallets, and then cut all the highs on the sub bass and boosted the lows. And just for a finishing touch, I added that love filter, like I said before, that just comes gradually on in the beat, and it just adds something different. I also automated the volume for this synth to get lower here because it was really obnoxious in this section, but it did fill up a good amount of space and sound nice as a background sound, so I just changed the volume there. Then I did that stutter thing before the drums would drop in because I've been liking that, and it's just the 1 beat gate. So I'll play the first little bit of the melody right now. So overall, like this started horrible, but I really like it in the end, so yeah. And then I recorded the whole thing, and then I pitched it up one, so it ended up being in C minor. I gotta screenshot the bass line because I will not remember this at all. And I'm gonna do the drums on my monitors just because it sounds better, so I'm gonna mute my mic. I probably won't talk that much. Now I gotta consult the data sheet, see what the baseline actually is. So yeah, those are pretty simple, clean drums. So I'm just gonna listen to this real quick. So yeah, those drums turned out okay, I guess. I still really don't like doing drums, but that's gonna be pretty much it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Oh, thank you guys for 500 subscribers. I didn't get to say it in any of last week's videos because they were recorded way ahead of time. Like right now it's Wednesday, so the one with the stock VSTs just came out today, but this will come out on Monday. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll play the final beat all mixed right now.